way. And we are going to be starting off with sharing some stories. Actually, some photos, before and after photos of the activated liquid collagen that we have. It's the only one on the market. It's the only one in the world, actually. And we're going to go into a little more depth on what that really means. And to start off, I'm going to introduce Julie. And go ahead, Julie, with the introducing yourself and doing the before and after photos.
Sure, absolutely. So we're going to start with a few photos, and I'm Julie, and I knew nothing about. Could everybody mute whoever's on? If you could mute your cameras, that audio, that would be great. Let me see if I can figure that out too. So if you can mute your own audios, that would be wonderful. And so my name is Julie McAfee. We're all really excited to be here today with Tess Cain, and she's going to share a little bit about her story. We're going to show some photos. We're going to share, we've got a few people that want to share about their results. And we're going to talk about, why do we need collagen? What is collagen? Why is it so important? What does it do for you? Why does it start to break down in our middle 20s? And we're going to cover all those questions. And at the end, we're going to do the Q&A, like Tess mentioned. So we're going to start because, you know, these photos are absolutely amazing. And let's see what's going on with our desktop. Let's see, why is that? Okay, so we're going to share the screen. Are you guys seeing a ceiling right now? Or are you seeing me?
We see you.
Okay, great. Let's see. You're not seeing my desktop?
No.
Okay.
Oh, now we do. Here we go.
Okay, so we're going to hop through. So photos are just, they're so, you know, you almost don't even need words when you talk about this collagen, because it's the only activated collagen in the world. And so we wanted to start with the pictures because they really share what's going on with people. And so with collagen, each of our 37 trillion cells are about 30% are protein and are actually collagen. So as we age, our cells start to break down, and that's when we start to collapse in our body. And this is what we're seeing in this beautiful woman's face. And as our collagen decreases, we start to get maybe a gaunt look, or we start to sag a little bit. And it's just because the collagen is depleted. And so with this collagen, we can revitalize and renew and reactivate our own collagen, which is so unique. So this is the gal. She's been on the collagen for 9 weeks. Here's another favorite. This gal, she has been on for 4 months. And this is, you know, before, this is no filler, this is no Botox. And look at her skin. So this is not just doing amazing things on the outside of her body, but it's also doing amazing things inside of our body. This is another favorite, which is very relatable for me because I noticed that I had a creping going on. I'm 51. I'm like, well, what is that? Why did that start? And my creping went away. This is only a woman with only 21 days in. Another favorite. If you look at this gal's facial lines, you look at her neck, you can tell that her cells are more filled up. Therefore, the lines are disappearing. You can look at her smile lines, a little bit less. Our crow's feet, there's a reduction. We've done studies, 23% reduction. Look at hers. Overall skin tone, brightness, moisture, the moisture 18%. It's absolutely amazing. Here's a great photo of a man. This is not just for women. Here's day 1 to 30. And so we thought we would start a call off by sharing a little bit about Bruce's story. Bruce, would you like to share a little bit about your experience with this activated collagen?
Okay. Yeah, I've been on the collagen for about 2 months now. And I'm taking that with the Protandim, the antioxidant or oxidizer. And for me, I've noticed my overall health has improved. My gut function is a lot better than it's been. I'm sleeping better at night. I'm more alert during the day, more active. But one thing I did notice was that, I used to take 4 to 5 ibuprofen a day, just almost on a daily basis. I mean, I tore my bicep about 3 years ago and it never repaired. But I mean, since I've been on it, I really haven't had to do that. So I'm just, overall, my health has greatly improved just in the last 2 months. So I'm a little excited to see, 6 months down the road, 9 months down the road, how much better I'll feel. So.
Wow. Well, thanks, Bruce. Thanks for sharing. And Tess, I would like to hear a little bit about your story because you are kind of an expert in this field. Working in wellness, working with estheticians, working with that whole world of beauty.
Yep.
And you might be surprised by your story because it didn't start with just the beauty piece. It started with what? Share with us, Tess.
So a year ago is when, it's actually before that, I was having major gut issues, because of Western medicine malpractice. I couldn't take any food in. I was deathly skinny. I believe, dying. The doctors could not figure out what was going on. So they kept pumping me full of chemicals, which made it even worse. And I was desperate. So I was going to naturopathic doctors. I was taking herbs. I was taking prebiotics, probiotics. I was eating vegan. I was drinking Kangen water. I was doing everything that I possibly could to overcome this. And it was a little better, but I was still feeling nauseous and not being able to eat correctly. And so I prayed to God. And I was like, God, I don't want to leave this earth. I have young kids still. I want to see them grow up and have their own families and be there for them. And I'm just not ready to go yet. And that's when I saw a post on Julie's page about activating her cells and how much she's doing better. And I finally just hit her up and I was like, hey, what are you doing? And I told her my story. I said, I'm desperate. I need help. And that's when she introduced me to this world and this new technology. Well, it's not new, but it's been around for a while, but it seems new. And I started taking the NRF2 formula, just 1 yellow pill a day. And then just a few days later, I had more energy. I was able to start eating normally. And then just kept taking it. And fast forward a year later, I'm on the liquid collagen. I don't have acid reflux anymore. I have normal digestive system now. The wrinkles I did have are gone. Stretch marks, barely noticeable anymore. Skin's tighter, healthier skin. I heal even quicker than before, like quicker than I did, I think, even in my 20s, just by taking these formulas. And so I'm grateful to Julie because I don't think I would be here, honestly, if it wasn't for her and these products.
Well, we're so happy to have you here. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Sharon, would you like to share a little bit?
Hi.
Hi,
Yes,
Sharon.
I can so relate about not the story of what happened, but to the deep gratitude to Julie for having the foresight to work with these products and to share them with others in the way that she does so that we could benefit from them. and then help other people benefit from them as well. Because, you know, I'm older than probably all of you on the call. And, you know, as we age gracefully, we try to age gracefully. And, you know, I've always been very blessed with being thin. But sometimes that's not always the best thing because your skin doesn't stay plump. It loses its, you know, fat can help people, you know, stay plumper, right? But, you know, so I was constantly trying to take supplements, take protein powders and all the different collagens, because you read and it says collagen is so important for the body. And I would take it and would be taking it religiously and nothing would happen. It really wouldn't change things. In fact, I think it clogged my gut more than anything, because most of them that I tried were powder formed or like the bone broth ones. And there was another liquid one, I don't want to mention other company names, that I tried that didn't plump anything up. Nothing changed. And I did spend a lot of money on the latest like ultra wave therapies, the sound wave therapies. It's called oil therapy. And I dropped $5,000. It was on my like maybe 58th birthday, like 5 years ago. Maybe it's longer than 5 years. I'm going to be 65 this year. So however long ago it was, and it was painful and it didn't really work. They said the only way that your body could produce more collagen would be to physically traumatize your body. And those things are painful. And I did it because I don't want to, you know, I want my body to look and feel its best. And then when, you know, I was like, oh God, Julie's talking about a collagen. Where's one more collagen? But then she was posting the pictures. I was like, just send it to me. Just send it to me. I don't care how much it costs. I didn't ask. I just said, let me buy it and try it. 2 weeks in, I could feel the difference under my skin. I mean, I had a lot of wrinkles. I was born and raised in Florida. I was sunburned, you know. And one thing I used to do a long time ago before I knew was smoke. And, you know, it's been 30 some years since I quit smoking, but it's still, you know, they always said smoking would cause wrinkles, right? You don't believe it when you're a teenager, right? But, you know, so I wanted things to improve, and I started taking the liquid collagen and I could see and feel things improving. So at 2 weeks in, I was sold. And it's been now, I've been taking the collagen, I think I started the month before my 64th birthday. So in September of last year, I started. And then I started taking I just added the NRF2 that you were taking first to see if it would double activate. And I love it. I love it all. So.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate your time tonight.
My joy.
And Kristen, Tess, would you like to introduce Kristen?
Yes. Okay. So Kristen is an amazing woman. I met her at a convention once. She's super fun, super like, yeah, she just puts the fun in everything. Very brilliant, beautiful woman. And yeah, so I would love for you to introduce yourself and share your testimony with all of us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tess. It's an honor to be here with you all. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. We know time is precious. And I've been a voice of these products now it'll be 6 years in May. So it's just flown by, and it's honestly been one of the best and funnest journeys I've ever done. I've seen so many people's health change. My health changed within 3 weeks of being on our flagship product, which is called Protandem, which Bruce talked about. And I had a very powerful testimony, and even being a skeptic. So it was a light bulb moment that went off for me that, okay, maybe there is something to this. So yeah, I want to, really answer one of the main questions about our collagen. And that is, why is our collagen so different? Why did Sharon try all of these other collagens and they didn't work for her, but this one did? Well, the reason is, and it just goes behind the name of our product and a lot of our product, It's called True Science Collagen. So we have very, very, very robust science that is behind all of this. And our collagen, like you've been hearing, it's actually called activated collagen. So what does that mean? So LifeVantage, which is our company, is known as an activation company. So our products have natural ingredients in them that really unlock the cell's ability to activate our own body to heal itself. So the human body is very, very, very complex, right? But it's also a miracle. And when you are able to give your body the ingredients, so this is something that we ingest. It's absolutely delicious, by the way. It tastes like apple nectar. When we're ingesting this and we're giving the body what it needs, it's able to activate our body to heal itself. And so the activator inside our collagen is ruby red quinoa, which is a very, very powerful grain. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you can hear my husband and his friend out there talking, and I think I forgot to tell him that I was on a call. So sorry if you can hear that. So anyway, that grain actually is the activator in our collagen. And so what it does, it actually activates antioxidants in our cells. So superoxide dismutase, catalase. Superoxide dismutase was actually discovered, otherwise known as SOD, discovered by the formulator of our Protandim, our flagship product. So that's a really big deal in itself. That's a side note, but it's just really showing the legitimacy of our products, if you will. So collagen is, like Julie said, it is one of the main proteins in our body. It's our 30% of our body is collagen, right? And we start losing it in our 20s, definitely after 30. And that's when we start seeing, some changes in the skin. But I want you to think about this. What is happening on the outside when we drink it is incredible, but also think about what is happening on the inside. People are having incredible results on the inside as well. And with that, I'm going to pass it off to Julie. Hold on. Hey guys, I'm on a Zoom right now. Sorry. Real life. We did this from anywhere. So I'm going to pass it up to Julie, who is going to share more about what the collagen does to the different body parts. And Julie is also amazing, a rock star, rocking this business with her heart. So I'm going to pass it off to you, Julie.
All right. I love this part because we are the only company that has 10 strands types of collagen, the only one in the world. And I'm going to talk about what each of them are for. Number one, our type 1. Most companies have type 1 and 3, by the way. So if you do some research, you'll notice, maybe a company might have 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 3, and 4, but that's really it. I have yet to see any other companies that have more than 4 or 5 strands. So the first type of collagen, strong hair, skin, nails, bones. Second type, joints and cartilage. Third type is best for, it's a building block. It tones, and it's part of the arterial wall of the cardiovascular system. Type 4 forms cellular membranes, also good for placenta tissue. Number 5 helps form bones, liver, and lungs. Type 6 creates support around the cells, so almost like a lattice. Okay, so you've got the cell, and then around the cell there's tissue, right? A lattice. Type 7, linking the skin layers, right? The layers together, supports that as well. Type 8 is short chain support. It supports the heart, brain, liver, lungs, muscles, and cartilage. Next is strengthening tissue, skin, bone, tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. And 10 is good for bone functioning, outer layer of the bone. So it's amazing. And that's why when you look at the pictures, we're getting the results that we do. So we're going to open it up to a Q&A right now for about 3 to 4 minutes. And we also have some questions that have come in. So if there's no one, if we don't see any hands up, then go ahead, Tess, and go ahead and share a few of the questions that you've received from people. There you go, Tess.
Perfect. All right. So a couple of them that really stand out that a lot of people are asking is what exactly, or also like exactly how does our collagen activate our own?
Okay. Do you want to answer that, or do you want one of us to?
I would prefer one of you, honestly.
Okay. Okay, so how does it reactivate our own collagen? So it activates our own collagen actually by 42% with our type 1 collagen. It reactivates versus just taking it in to rebuild. Like, you know, you take something into your body and it rebuilds the cells. This actually activates your own collagen and rebuilds the collagen. And it's through that SOD process of, is that what you would say, Kristen? By removing the old and rejuvenating the new. So any other questions? I know one question that we had is, how do you drink it, right? So you saw Kristen's little shot glass. It's recyclable glass, which was really important to the company because we're very ethical. And you just drink one a day, super simple. And if you open it, you drink half, you want to put it in the fridge, but most people, it tastes so good. It's like berry bliss yumminess. Most people just drink the whole thing.
And then I would add to another question that's really popular is, why should we be taking collagen on a regular basis?
All right. So we should be taking collagen on a regular basis because we start to deplete and we start to deplete about mid-20s. So as we, as when we're a baby, we're building and we're growing and growing, and then we start to decline. So to keep all of our systems moving, growing, and expanding, creating vitality and rejuvenating. So rejuvenation is probably the number one reason for all of our cells.
Mm-hmm.
And because we don't have
Sharon,
any hands up.
Sharon, what's your answer? Why should we be taking collagen, Sharon?
You have about 2 minutes, Sharon, because our call is going to end in
everything
4
you
minutes.
said, but the only reason, well, I would say the only reason not to take it would be if you don't want to feel better and look better. That's the only reason not to take it. The reason you want to take it is because you want to feel better and you want to look better. And the one thing I didn't share is that I talked a lot about the outside, but as we age, everything on the inside, talking about everywhere there's a mucous membrane and moisture, and as we age, the eyes get drier, the girls, everything gets drier, and women, we want moisture. We want more moisture in our bodies. We want fluidity. So that really helps with all of that. So
thank you.
That's why you
awesome.
take it.
So I have a question.
Tess, we want to go ahead and close our call.
I think Monique has a question.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your question?
So I have a question. So I understand the benefits of using it. as we age and as things begin to get, our skin gets loose and, things dry out, our health is a little different as we're on this planet a little longer. But talk to me about trying to market this to someone who's maybe younger. What's the importance of it just in general? Maybe not to get rid of wrinkles or to solve a health issue. Is there any benefit or importance to collagen just in general?
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
so.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely, Monica. And you know what? Our call is ending in 3 minutes because that's as long as I signed up for the Zoom. So I don't want to cut you off. Who introduced you to this call?
Tess.
Tess. Can we get on a call and I'm going to answer all your questions with Tess after this call? Because we're
Yeah, I
ending
can
in
totally
2
follow
minutes.
up with Tess. I didn't realize we were on such a tight time frame. Yeah, that's completely fine. I can
It's 40
absolutely follow up
minutes,
with her.
and so it's
Yeah,
going to
no
end in
worries.
like 2 minutes. So I really want to answer all your questions, but the call is going to shut
I
off.
would just say in a quick nutshell, just as a preventative, right? I mean, because first of all, we never know what's going to happen to us, to our physical body. And I just think what we put in it right now, this is like a piece of the puzzle in my mind. There's so many other things that we can do to, be healthy and live a longer lifespan. But I think this is just a great, great preventative for, those things that come with age. And,
Prevent the
even younger
decline.
people have, inflammation and joints and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Sharon, were you going to say something?
Yeah, prevent the decline. If at 20 it starts to go down and you start taking it at 20, then you're going to be here. You're going to be growing it the whole time. So you don't even you avoid all the later in life issues from bones, joints, skin, everything.
Thank
So
you.
it'll be a whole new generation. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, thanks everyone. Do you want to close the call, Tess?
Yes, thank you everyone for supporting me, and I'm glad that we could answer all your questions and had powerful testimonies tonight. I'm so ecstatic that this went so well. This is my first live ever, so thank you for coming and supporting me, and I hope that you
Good
guys
job,
have a great
Tess.
evening.
Good job.
And yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to contact me, and I'll definitely answer those questions for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, have a good evening.